Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. Board of Commissioners, public meeting Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. The time is 7:08. Pursuant to the requirement of the Open Public Meeting Act.
Here's what I found on the web.
Pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, notice of this meeting was published in December 1st, 2016 issues of the Nutley Sun and the Herald News, and the December 2nd, 2016 issue of the Star Ledger. A copy of this notice has been posted on the Nutley Town Hall Bulletin Board, and a copy is on file in the Municipal Clerk's Office. Commissioner Rogers.
Here.
Commissioner Tucci is absent excused. Commissioner Evans.
Here.
Commissioner Petracco is absent excused. Mayor Scarpelli.
Here.
All present, Mayor, except for Commissioner Tucci and Commissioner Petracco. They will be joining us at 7:30.
Bills, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. Bill list for Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. Public Affairs, $121,353.95. Revenue and Finance, $3,283,430.43. Public Safety, $24,708.75. Public Works, $59,045.16. Parks and Public Property, $70,018.42. Payroll for November 16, 2017 is $190,283.95. Payroll for November 17, 2017, $825,191.72 for a grand total of $4,574,032.38.
Move the bills.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
And that's it for bills, Mayor.
Public comment on agenda items only, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the Board, each person shall limit their address to 3 minutes. All remarks to the Board and its individual members must be addressed to the Mayor. The Mayor may defer citizen comments to the appropriate member of the Board. Dialogue between citizens and others addressing the Board shall be allowed unless the Mayor or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the Board shall determine that the interests of decorum and/or the expeditious conduct of municipal business are being adversely affected by such dialogue.
Would anybody like to address the Board of Commissioners on agenda items only? Seeing none, let's move to Board of Commissioner announcements. Commissioner? Commissioner? I have one announcement. Our annual tree lighting will be December 3rd at 5:30 at the Nutley Oval and in front of the middle school. And this year, our tree was donated by Franklin Reformed Church. It's a beautiful tree. So we look forward to that. Commissioners hope to see you there. Public's also invited to come. Ordinance introductions. This is ordinance number 3374, an ordinance to amend an ordinance codified in the Code of the Township of Nutley, Chapter 85, entitled Land Use Procedures, particularly Article 7, miscellaneous provisions to add Section 49 entitled Baltimore Street Right-of-Way Conveyance Agreement. This is an ordinance to convey a piece of property that's unimproved and unused to the storage facility that's building on Baltimore Street. In exchange, they will be paving Baltimore Street. I move that this ordinance be passed to a second reading and advertised in Nutley Sun, together with the notice required by law, and that further consideration of said ordinance for final passage by the Board of Commissioners be held at a second reading on December 19, 2017. I move the ordinance.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Public hearings. Commissioner Evans?
Thank you. I will hold a public hearing on behalf of Commissioner Petracco with regard to ordinance number 3373, which relates to an ordinance to establish a handicap parking spot at 52 Milton Avenue. This ordinance was originally introduced on October 17th. and has been properly advertised in the Nutley Sun. It's been posted on the Nutley Bulletin Board as well.
Anybody like to be heard on ordinance number 3373? Seeing none.
Close public hearing.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Move the ordinance.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Commissioner, will you take Commissioner Tucci's resolution and then
Sure.
yours?
I'd be happy to. Whereas the Township of Nutley issued Resolution 16917 on August 15th, 2017, stipulating a bid opening date of October 26th, 2017, prevailing time at the Park Avenues for the Park Avenue cellular antenna installation. Whereas the Township desires to extend the bid opening date to February 14th, 2018, at 3 p.m. the prevailing time. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, the Township of Nutley, that the Township Clerk is hereby authorized to advertise for sealed bids for the Park Avenue cellular antenna installation in the Township of Nutley to be received on behalf of the Board of Commissioners in the Commission Chambers, Town Hall, 1 Kennedy Drive, at 3 p.m., February 14th, prevailing time, at which time they will be open and read. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Thank you. I'll read mine now. My first resolution is number 250-17. It's a very long resolution, which I'll read by title and summarize. This is a resolution authorizing the issuance of $9,867,000 in bond anticipation notes of the Township of Nutley for the period that will mature in May of 2018. The note itself covers the capital improvement ordinances from each year before we've gone into the market. We expect to actually go into the bond market in May of this coming year, which will coincide with the maturity of existing debt to basically stabilize our debt service for the future years. So based upon that, I move ordinance number 250-17.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Whereas Holy Family Church located at 28 Brookline Avenue, Nutley, New Jersey, has submitted an application to reconstruct 3 stairways and railings, where the cost of the permit fee to reconstruct 3 stairways and railings was collected in the amount of $7,193, and said amount was deposited in account C 01904-903. Whereas the Township has offered to refund the municipal permit fee of said amount for Holy Family Church. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, that all permit fees related to the Parish Center for Holy Family Church be refunded. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Whereas the Building Department has received a payment for 10% cash portion of a performance bond in the amount of $68,412.10 from 432 Owners, Inc., as requested by the Township Engineer as part of a site plan application for the property located at 1 River Road. Whereas the 10% cash portion for the performance bonds was collected and deposited in account T 15911-970, whereas the construction official has reviewed the township ordinance and determined that the performance and maintenance guarantee on private property is not required, and the 10% cash portion for the performance bond be refunded. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley that the Township Treasurer be and is hereby authorized to refund the cash bond in the amount of $68,412.10 to 432 Owners, Inc. So move.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, the Judge Treasurer be and she is hereby authorized to refund the overpayment of tax charges for in the amount of $3,771.23 for Block 800-1-C 3049 for $2,968.97, and for Block 5401, Lot 4, for an amount of $802.26. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Thank you, Mayor.
Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the Township Clerk is hereby authorized to advertise for sealed bids for the collection of commingled recycling in the Township of Nutley to be received on behalf of the Board of Commissioners and Commission Chambers, Township Hall, 1 Kennedy Drive, Nutley, New Jersey, on Wednesday, December 13, 2017, at 3 p.m. prevailing time, at which time they will be open and publicly read. I move the resolution.
Second.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Whereas it's been determined by the County of Essex that Center Street Bridge at the Third River in the Township of Nutley is in need of repair, and whereas the Center Street Bridge at the Third River is under the jurisdiction of the County of Essex, whereas the Office of the County Engineer of the County of Essex has implemented a weight restriction for the Center Street Bridge, whereas the Office of the County Engineer of the County of Essex has requested that the Township of Nutley pass a resolution for a temporary weight limitation on Center Street Bridge at the Third River, whereas the County of Essex has installed all necessary signage in accordance with standards required by the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the weight restriction. Whereas it is in the best interest of the Township of Nutley to restrict the weight of vehicular traffic traveling over the aforementioned bridge until such time that repairs can be made thereto. Now therefore be resolved by the Mayor of the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey as follows. 1. All vehicles over 15 tons gross weight are excluded from Center Street Bridge at the Third River in the Township of Nutley. 2. 15-ton gross weight restriction shall be in effect until such time as the Center Street Bridge repairs are completed by the County of Essex. 3. The County of Essex shall notify the Township once all necessary repairs on the Center Street Bridge at Third River are completed and when said weight restrictions can be removed. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the Board, each person shall limit their address to 5 minutes. All remarks to the Board and its individual members must be addressed to the Mayor. The Mayor may defer citizen comments to the appropriate member of the Board. Dialogue between citizens and others addressing the Board shall be allowed unless the Mayor or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the Board shall determine that the interests of decorum and/or the expeditious conduct of municipal business are being adversely affected by such dialogue.
Anybody like to address the Board of Commissioners this evening? Before we move into executive session, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, I would just like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Gather with your families, give thanks, and take care of your fellow residents who may not be as... we have our... Before we go, we have our Eagle Scout candidate, I think. Yes? All right. Take care of those less fortunate than us. So before we do that, we have with us tonight Daniel Joseph Holler, who is a Eagle Scout candidate. Daniel, would you like to say a few words to the board, or have any questions for us? Come on up to the mic. I think it's on.
You good?
How do you become a commissioner?
How are you tonight?
He wants to know how you become a commissioner.
How do you become a commissioner? Well, every 4 years we have an election, and we get people to sign petitions, and then we run for office. And if the people elect the 5 top candidates that run, they become the commissioners. Commissioners, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I would just like to say I'm sure everyone in this room is proud of you. You have really do a lot of hard work. I know you do that, and you achieve much. So, we talk about Thanksgiving. Well, I'm thankful that there are young men like you and women like you who are doing the things you're doing and achieving these goals. So thank you.
Commissioner?
I think he wants to go.
Well, Daniel, we are concluding the business portion of our meeting, and we'll be going into executive session. We thank you for coming tonight and participating and getting your merit badge tonight. and good luck to you in becoming an Eagle Scout. Can I have a motion to go into executive session
Well, I
to
guess
discuss,
I guess I can do
Counselor?
that. What do you think? Should I do that, or you want to do that? You want me to do that? Okay, I make a motion that we go into executive session.
Negotiation contract.
Do I have to do everything?
Negotiation, someone else?
Contract.
Contracts.
Contracts.
I make
Sorry.
that motion.
Thank you. Do we need a second?
Did you include personnel?
Do we need a second?
Did they pick me up? It was just contract and negotiations. Thank you, sorry.
I just need a second.
I forgot to press the button.
Second.
Thank you. Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, permits the exclusion of the public for meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the public body is of the opinion that such circumstances exist, and whereas the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex and State of New Jersey desires to proceed to close executive session, and now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, move into closed executive session to discuss negotiations and contracts. Be it further resolved that at the time when such discussion may be disclosed to the public shall be when and as such disclosure may be made without adversely affecting the Township of Nutley, pending and/or anticipated legal, personnel, contractual matters, and other matters within the exceptions provided for by statute. Commissioner Rogers.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli.
Aye.
Time
We will be,
is-
go ahead, Mayor.
I'm sorry, time is 7:24.
We will be coming back on the record, and then we will be continuing this meeting until Monday,
27,
the 27th,
7 p.m.
December 27th at 7 p.m.
November.
November 27th. I'm way ahead.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.